Hello, welcome back to my channel, Antics Gaming. If you're just now tuning in, we just completed the tutorial, and I highly recommend you go back and watch that. That way you can figure out some tips and tricks on how to play this game. If you've been watching, then thank you, and let's go ahead and get started with Chapter 1. Let's continue. It looks like somehow this box fit inside that safe. It's a pretty big box, but okay. It's locked up tight. There must be a way to get into it. We've got these 3 seals, so you can't do anything with that just yet. On this side we have, it looks like a lock. We're going to need a key, and it looks like we can rotate these. Okay, and we're missing a letter or something here, so let's back out. We have some symbols here. It looks like you're able to rotate those as well. We'll have to figure that out. Actually, it looks like we have the first one right here. Bottom right is a double cross, so let's go in over here and find the double cross. Okay, one step closer. That looks weird, so I'm just gonna assume something's going on here. Click it. Okay. There's a book inside, an ancient leather-bound book. The cover seems very ornate. Let's open this up. Rotate. Rotate. Alright, and right there. So we just opened this up. February 11th. My research continues at a snail's pace. With these barbaric instruments I can barely read anything at all, but there's something there. Between earth and fire, between water and air. I cannot see it, but I can see its presence. Like the shadow of the object without substance, yet betraying the shape and form of that which cast it. It is the final element, null. It brings meaning to the rest, just as all numbers of the world are meaningless without their zero. The circle are petty fools, blinded by their dark arts and their greed. Alchemy is not the pursuit of callow gold, it is the pursuit of this. Alright, and it looks like inside we found a key. It looks like it's for winding up clockwork. So we're going to hold on to that. Let's back out of there, and we got another symbol. So we got a single cross. Rotate. Right there. Okay. Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. So let's rotate. It looks like this is a circular indentation. It seems to connect to the mechanism inside. We do not use this here. And there's a plate with a cog symbol on it. It doesn't seem to move. Alright, so we can't do anything right there. Let's rotate, rotate. It looks like we've got some numbers here that are also going to be moving as well. Oh, okay. So yeah, equip the eyepiece. And we got a 5 and a 7. So 5 on the left, 7 on the right. Let's adjust that. 5, 7. Now up top, we've got a 2, a 0, 2. Okay. And then on bottom, we've got a 6, it looks like. Okay. So 2 and a 6. Let's zoom back in here. 2 and 6. And looks like it opened up a switch. Oh, okay. So making progress. Looks like there's a note up top. Let's go ahead and check that out. February 11th. This is the same note that we had in the book. Not really sure why they have it twice in here, but you could tell it's 1 out of 7. So let's not bother with that. There's a latch here, so we're just going to open that up. And there's the winding mechanism, right? Let's go ahead and wind that. Alright. And if you look down here, you can rotate this. And we found a short piece of cotton. It smells like paraffin. Let's go back over here. And we'll input the cotton, the wick, I guess, and spark it. And it looks like this knob just came out, so we're just going to push that up. And now we have light. Okay, wonderful. We're still missing something though. So let's rotate. And this looks exactly like the leg, so let's rotate this. It looks like a miniature telescope. Let's take a look at it. It looks like the center rotates. And we're going to want to align the arrows. Okay, so that extends it. Let's back out, move back over here. Oh, let's zoom in, move the telescope into these arms. Now we're going to back out, and we're going to take a look. A little creepy, but I get the feeling there's more to that than I saw. Would the eyepiece reveal anything? So let's put on the eyepiece, and let's try again. And now it looks like a completely different video. He's facing different, and he's even pointing up, but alright, so it says trial. Yeah, trial. So let's click. This is going to open. And again, it seems like the center does not rotate. So we're just going to want to align each of these. That doesn't look right to me. That looks better. So let's rotate this. That looks pretty good. Okay, so that wasn't right. Let's rotate this. That doesn't look right to me. That looks better. Okay, so we're off in the center, it looks like, or the first one. So let's rotate. There it is. And we got the L. Perfect. So we know the word is trial. This is the only spot that we can spell it, looks like. So we're going to drop the L in, and we're going to rotate this until we find the T. There's the R. There's the I, and then the A. Trial. And one of the seals was opened. 2 more, and I'll be in. Alright. Making some progress here. It looks like we have another puzzle within this box. We're going to have to check out. We're going to need a key for that. There's a note. May 8th. McAllister returns with rubbings from Egypt. The pattern continues. The Tibetans call the null element space. To the Hindus, it is ether. And now to the Babylonians, it is simply up. The other direction. The realm of Ishtar. Of yet more significance is the recurring presence of the hexagonal glyph. The same symbol repeated in cultures separated by countless centuries in the span of the globe. Who will tell me now that this is idle superstition at work? When my hands hold the first distilled sample, they will recognize me then. Presently, the skeptics have one more in their number. McAllister has quit my service. 2 of 7. Alright, so we're still checking this out. Looks like something goes there. Let's back up. Oh, yeah, you can zoom in on this, but it looks like it's locked. So let's back out. Look at the top. And, oh, yeah, this slides. So we're going to slide that. And then we got these little things here, I guess. You need to rotate. And you're going to align each of those. You just want them to face up. And thankfully they lock in place as soon as you get them there. Let's go that way. Okay, here we go. Alright, perfect. You can't pick this up, but it looks like it wants us to wear our eyepiece. So let's put that on, and we're going to want to build that symbol. So we're just adjusting it. It will automatically do it for you once you get close enough. So it looks like it opens up a slot. We still need something for this though. So let's just move around. Let's see what else we've got. So we've got 2 of the symbols here, I believe. We got the cross. We got the cross and the double cross. Let's see if we could find a third. And then if we find that third, we'll be able to make our way through and just kind of do a process of elimination with the other symbols. Let's look up top. I don't see anything. Okay, so let's move over here. This, let's see, what does it say? It's a safe dial, but there's a piece missing. Okay, so we can't do anything with that. We've already rotated this. We've already opened that. Flip the switch. We've already gotten this. What are we missing? Oh, right there. How the heck? Okay, so we got the target. Well, it looks like a target. Top left. And go back in here. And target top left, which just leaves the bottom left. And as I said, you could just kind of scroll through. We've got 3 of these here. It's just a process of elimination. So let's scroll through, and there we go. We're in. So we found a heavy cast iron key. Let's go ahead and check it out real quick. Cool. Alright, and it looks like that's supposed to go in right here. So let's drop in. Nope. Let's drop in the key, and then we're going to rotate. It looks like it just opened up this drawer, and we found a small cabinet key. And that will open this. So we're going to insert the key, we'll rotate, and inside we found an enameled brass star. So, oh, and we got a new keyhole. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we've already seen the star up at the top. Let's double click, insert the star. It looks like we've got another note. So, June 21st. Take note of this date. It is the most significant in human history. I've done it. A human subject was required. The catalyst was my own being. Fatigued by my studies, I entered the chamber without disabling the mechanism. When I regained consciousness, I had succeeded. The null element is beyond curious, being neither quite energy nor matter. I have already made great strides in its study, specifically in how it refracts the light. Tonight, I open the wine. This is number 3 out of 7, page 3 out of 7. But take a look at the date. The first letter was on February 11th, I want to say, and now it's June 21st. So it's taken him, 4 months and 10 days to open this? That's just crazy. Okay, so let's go ahead and back out. There's something behind him, but we can't do anything with that. Don't care about the letter anymore. Some more Templar Knights. There's a symbol here. And yeah, we're going to need this. That looks like it's a brass ring with markings around the edge. Looks like it's going to be needed for the safe dial. So we're coming back down here. And let's use this right here. And I see the 1 and 2 dots. So we're going to rotate to the left. And then the right. And then let's try and go left again. And it reset. Right. So let's try this again. 1, 2, and then let's keep going. And then now let's go back. Okay. And let's go back. Oh, perfect. Alright. It is open. So right here. I see a 2 and a 3, but oh no. Sneaky. Okay, so 2, and then that 3 is literally just the lines underneath it, and then 5, and then yeah, okay, so that's gonna go in over here. So we got 2, 5, all the way up. And we've got another key. Large, oddly shaped key. So let's back out. We already know that this is going to be going right here. So the key doesn't fit like this. We already know that. But whenever you use the key for the first time in a slot like that, it will give you a template. So you can kind of just rotate this until you got what you're looking for. That looks pretty spot on for the top. And then for the bottom, no, right there. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's back out. We'll insert the key. Now let's rotate. Does not matter which way you rotate. Now we got a circular plate with the star emblem. So let's back out. Circular plate. Let's try putting it here. And the second seal is open. Just one more to go. And out comes this awesome looking clock. Looks like it has some of the constellations as well. There's a lock right here. Let's take a look at this. You can slide this up, and there's a symbol behind it. Let's just try and rotate to match the symbol. And it looks like we're gonna find a screwdriver in a little bit. Rotating, okay, so there's a lot of cogs on this side, a lot of gears, another one of these symbols. Let's just leave it for now. Let's rotate. That is obviously not connected to anything, so we're not gonna see anything happening. We could swipe that switch over, And rotate again. Perfect. Okay, so that just exposed another drawer. It looks like we've already gotten one part that's open. We're gonna have to rotate all of these in order to unlock it and be able to open the drawer. So we see all these symbols here. There's one right here. It looks like we need to rotate this to where the dark side is bottom right. So let's go ahead and do that. Bottom right. This needs to be top left, looks like. And we need one more. Where's the last one? Square. Right up top, under the Templar with the mace. And what was I supposed to do with it? Top right. Okay. So rotate. Now it looks like this can be opened. And inside we'll find an elastic band, which is just a fancy word for rubber band, and a large cog. So we know all the cogs go over here, right? So large cog, it only goes in on this side. So we're going to keep that right there, and let's rotate. A little bit more maybe. There we go. And inside we find a small screwdriver. Okay, so we saw the screws on this side. So let's go ahead and use the screwdriver to loosen up these screws. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. And in here, you'll see some gears that are rotating. It looks like you need to get something on the other side, but you can't grab it right now like this. So you're gonna have to hit this button at the right moment. So you're just gonna have to time it, and eventually you'll be able to get this peculiar folding key. So we've got the key, and now where can we use it? Right there. Okay, so same as before, we know it's not going to work, but we want the template. So we're going to use that key, and now we can see exactly how it's supposed to be. And that's going over on this side. Let's rotate this and this. Okay, that's exactly what we need. I'm going to drop it in, and we found a medium-sized cog. So let's back out, go back to the clock, and let's drop the medium-sized cog into the next part. Feels like I can take this off again if I need to, so that's good. We're going to need that. So we're going to rotate this switch over to the right, so that gear will move over to the right and interact with these other cogs. So let's rotate this. We want this to go all the way up and interact. And now it looks like we just got another medium-sized cog. And so let's back up. We're going back over here, and it already told us we can use that cog again. So let's do that. One's gonna go right here, and the other is on the right bottom. And now we can finally use that rubber band. All right, so let's rotate. There we go. So we got the clock moving. There's some components that are actually working now. Let's hit the eyepiece. Don't really see anything. There's an arrow, but you can't do anything. So let's turn that off and there's a button here. So we're going to hit the button. It's rotating, and inside you'll find a long, narrow steel tube. Okay, so click on the steel tube from your inventory and pull up some kind of small key, and inside you'll find an old photograph. Let's rotate this and Rev 605. Alright, so let's go back, and I remembered this keyhole here, so we're going to drop this in. We're going to rotate. Again, it does not matter which way. So these will move. It looks like you need your eyepiece. Anytime you see this little shimmer, more than likely you're going to need your eyepiece. So we're going to put it on, and it looks like it wants us to complete the shape, right? So this is the symbol that you're trying to reproduce. So let's put this back on and move this around. You see some of this on the floor, some of the markings down low. So we're going to try and match this up with some of those markings, and you'll have to also move a little bit. Let's see, these are always so confusing. Okay, so there it is. There's the symbol, and inside you find a small silver shield. Okay, so let's back out. Let's go back up to the Templars. This one has a sword. This one has a mace. This one has an axe. And this one has nothing, and that's the one with the thing behind his back. So let's put that in there. And let's take an oval gemstone. So we've got that added to our inventory now. Let's back up. Let's go back down to the clock. And now we're going to insert the oval gemstone. And something's happening. Let's check out the eyepiece. And now it looks like you can actually see the hands of the clock. And it's telling us which way we can rotate. So let's do that. And in the picture, it said 605. So let's try and move this analog clock to 605. If some of you don't know how to read analog, then you're going to have to learn. Okay, so here we go. That is the third and final seal. It looks like we're in, and chapter is complete. So thanks again for watching. This is chapter 1. I appreciate your support. Be sure to tune in for the next video where we continue with chapter 2.